What was the happiest day of your life? 1. Still waiting for it. Me too. 2. Not sure about the happiest day, but I can clearly remember the happiest moment. I was 7, at school on the lunch break. We had a big playing field and the sun was shining. I was sat on my own making a daisy chain and had a momentary feeling of absolute bliss, as if everything was perfect. Never felt like that again, and always found it weird that it was for something so seemingly mundane. That's weird. 3. The day my wife said, "Yes, I'll marry you." 33 years later, it's still fantastic. Ah, this is cute. 4. When we were called by the adoption agency and heard the words, "We have a little girl." This is the best so far. That girl has the best adoptive parents in the world. 5. There have been many happy days during my 71 years, but my first kiss at 11 years old was unforgettable and made me extremely happy. I took my girlfriend to the movies to see Lilies of the Field, and near the end she leaned over and gave me a big kiss. Her lips tasted like salty buttered popcorn. It was a good day. Don't let your wife see this, ha 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 ha. 6. The happiest day of my life was when I got my first job as a programmer. It feels so good to get a job after trying so hard to find one. 7. When I graduated college and got my first job using my degree. I met great people and got my own place for the first time. Electronics engineering, the American dream. I hope you are American. Otherwise this sounds weird, haha. 8. There's a particular moment I'm thinking of. I woke up in the morning at the same time as my girlfriend at the time. Sun was coming in the room and everything was peaceful and quiet. We just kinda looked at each other. I had had a brutal few years before meeting her, and she was the first person to make me feel like I was deserving of love. Had lots of good times with her, and we joked around a lot. Overall, it was a brief moment of fun, but I'm glad it happened. I needed to feel those things, and ever since then, I felt like I'm worth something to someone. This video probably going to make a lot of people feel single, lol. 9. The first time I told my dad I love you. I am 26 now, but me and my dad always had a little bit of a strained relationship because A, he was very overwhelmed with work to feed 5 children, and B, I was the 4th child, and when every child went to him with their problems, he mostly just didn't have the nerves to listen to mine as well, and C, my dad and I are very similar in terms of character, so that clashed quite a bit. That was until about 5 years ago when we both started to make the effort to talk to each other on a daily basis and just work out a lot of stuff. Hugs were never big in our household, and saying "I love you" was something I'm sure I heard or said last in my early childhood. So for his 60th birthday, just a couple of weeks ago, we children all decided to have a little speech.
What do you need exactly?
Each one separately from each other, but still in the same room, of course.
Okay, I'll get you
and
out of
mine
trouble.
was about all the
No
difficult
problem.
times we've both been through and ended it with a I've wanted to say this for a long time, and I mean that as son who talks to his dad, "I love you," opened up a lot of tear ducts all around, because it just wasn't something we did or said ever. And I'm really happy about that. It freed me up from a lot of bottled up emotions, especially positive ones, but never really felt comfortable saying them out loud. Ah, this is so sweet. 10. Losing my job at the factory. The company was cutting jobs, and as a result, I got a 6-month severance package. Saw my most hated co-worker lose her job after she dumped her life savings into a house. After 10 years of employment, I got exactly what I wanted. This all happened a week after I accepted a position at a job I had wanted for years. It was a beautiful day, and I think about it often. I'm happy for you, but feel sad for your coworker. I hope she was able to get another job quickly. It's kind of weird that you held this grudge against this coworker for so long. 11. A female coworker texted me asking if I wanted to hang out and just go for a walk at 12 a.m. midnight. My girlfriend was sleeping and I was wide awake, so I said fuck it. Her roommate was having her boyfriend over, so she didn't want to be there. We spent the whole night walking around the neighborhood, local college, dog park, etc. We talked about everything about each other. And we shared memories that we've never shared with anyone because she's from a different part of the state and was moving back at the end of the semester, so we wouldn't have any contact after she went back home. We let it all out, huddled together on a slide in the park. I swear that there were tears in our conversations. We looked over a fence at the main street nearby, and there were no cars at 4 a.m. It really felt like it was just us two in our own little world. She said she wanted to go back because her toes started to feel like frostbite. She said that I could sleep over since it's late, and I quickly declined. I told her that if we ended up going up together, I don't think all we'd do is sleep, and I have a girlfriend. I ended up walking her back to her dorm where her roommate and boyfriend had vacated. She said she'd take the floor and I could sleep on her bed. I was a bit tired, but I sat down on the floor next to her where she was laying down, and we just talked some more until the sun started to rise. I left without doing anything sexual with her, and getting to vent to someone while holding them is something I wish I could have done with my girlfriend. But my girlfriend isn't the type to be supportive or show empathy when it comes to these situations. So being able to do this with someone really got a lot of stuff off my chest and a lot of harbored feelings off. Really only time I can recall that I felt at most peace. Thank God the story went well. At first, I thought what a psychopath who thought cheating on his girlfriend was the happiest day of his life.